So, hey guys, I was just surfing regarding, the big elephant in the room right now, rather in the country. Oh no, that's not me, but about the big Indian feud that's going on right now. Of course, not the Salman Khan KRK feud, but the Twitter versus the India government feud, which has been raging in the news the past couple of days. So here's welcoming you to another episode of Intloq, and in this episode we shall explore what are the main reasons due to which Twitter is at loggerheads with the Indian government. So welcome back, you guys. So welcome back, you guys. So let us first start thinking about what are the main issues which are the problem between the Twitter and the India government. So before that, let us just inform you that today some breaking news has come in that Twitter has been asked by the Delhi court to comply with the new IT rules as per a 3-week notice module. So Twitter has been given a 3 weeks notice within which they have to comply with the new IT rules 2021. So what are these IT rules 2021? Why is everyone speaking so much about these IT rules? Now, what is the main problem because of which WhatsApp is also suing the Indian government? So the main problem which these IT rules have started is the end-to-end encryption problem. So when I am sending a message to some person, I can ensure that only that person is reading the news. But as per the new IT rules 2021, the government of India has said that any message which threatens national security, Twitter or these social media companies will have to find out the originator of the message and report back to the Indian government within 36 hours. According to the social media companies, those messages can be read by the India government. But the India government is saying something totally opposite. They are saying is that they are not going to read all these messages which are being sent across the social media. They will be mostly interested in messages, the flagged messages basically. So what are these flagged messages? Now flagged messages are those messages, as I've said earlier, messages which threaten national security, probably messages which are related to something sexually explicit content, messages related to God like death, murder and all that. So government of India is saying that they are mostly interested in these messages. So these social media companies will have to report the originator of these messages in case it is threatening national security or in some way harming the dignity of an individual person or a group of people. So as long as we are on the topic of message circulation, for the past couple of days there is a fake message being circulated across WhatsApp that if your WhatsApp message is showing 3 red ticks, it means that the message is being read by the India government. But let us clarify that this is not the case which is happening. Social media companies are only going to report the originator of a message if your message is threatening national security. So another thing which the social media companies will have to comply with as per the new IT rules 2021 is the appointment of 3 kinds of officers. Number 1, the grievance officer. Number 2, the compliance officer. And number 3, the nodal contact person. Now these 3 people will have to be residents of the country of India. So that is the second most important thing as per the new IT rules 2021. So we have to basically discuss about why the sudden drastic change in the IT rules. I mean, what exactly prompted the Indian government to change the IT rules? Well, of course, the most important answer which will be there in people's minds is, of course, national security. I mean, national security is, yes, very important. Hey, where the hell did you come from? Well, since you were speaking about national security, I thought that I should weigh in on that. So don't you think that the privacy of people is important? I mean, seriously, national security is important. I mean, if the country is not secure, how can you ensure that the citizens of the country will be safe? I mean, of course, it's very important. That's a totally absurd explanation. Totally. Well, according to me, if you ask me, a terrorist and antisocial element is not entitled to privacy. I mean, for heaven's sake, that person is not thinking good about your country. Why should that person be entitled to privacy? I mean, I know people can speak about basic human rights and so on and so forth, but then a terrorist is, of course, a terrorist only. And then most important thing of all, WhatsApp is just creating a huge hue and cry about this, privacy rules and end-to-end encryption. Where the hell did this WhatsApp go when it was selling data of people to Cambridge Analytica, which is a totally third party? I mean, why the hell sell your data? Sell your data of your users to Cambridge Analytica? I mean, where did all this privacy issue go at that point of time? So I think the government is correct in saying that yes, national security is important, and most of the government is not reading each and every message of people. Only the messages which are the flagged messages, the messages which are sent by these antisocial elements to provoke the youth of the country or to provoke the people of the country, these fake messages. Government is only going to be finding out out about the originator of messages. So I think the government is totally justified in doing what it's doing. I think. So what? You don't consider social media to be a boon? I mean, like when people are reaching out to so many people, thousands and millions of people, their voice is getting heard over social media. You don't consider that to be a boon? I mean, you want the government to be restricting that? Well, I think if you're a social media platform like Twitter should be a totally neutral platform. I mean, one side you're saying that you want to reach out to people, you want to voice people's opinion. On the other side, you're labeling some of these posts as manipulated media. I mean, if you're a social media platform, stay totally neutral. Why go into anti-government, pro-government? Why go against the Indian government? So basically what I think is that you should be basically voicing opinion of each and every person. I mean, whether it be pro or against your thoughts. So that is one of the, I mean, like, what should I say? If Twitter is doing that, it's not correct. I mean, you cannot brand some posts as manipulated media and highlight some of the posts. So that is totally an absurd thing. That's a totally absurd debate that you're going on about. Yeah, but then why rate the officers of Twitter? I mean, like, they are just a digital media platform and they're just they're showing you the news, they're showing you the events which are happening. So why, why would you want to even rate their officers? I mean, they're just people who are just reporting things. Seriously? That is the point you would go with. But then obviously then I can say that as being a social media giant, how can you show the location of Leh, which is one of the capitals of Ladakh, a part of our country, India, as that in being People's Republic of China? I mean, Twitter actually showed the geolocation map of location of Leh as part of China. How can you do that being a social media giant? Well, that might have been a minor glitch. I mean, it can happen to anything. It's a digital platform. Glitches can happen. Systems can crash. It can be a glitch. Well, I think if you think that it's a glitch, then of course you should just go to People's Republic of China and just, poof. So what do you guys think about our take on this Twitter versus the Indian government feud? I mean, we have put forth our points, and let me just say one small thing over here, that India government, which people are, creating a huge hue and cry about, that India government is restricting or clipping the wings of the social media giants, clipping our freedom of speech, freedom of expression rights. Let me just say over here that India is not the only government to do so. The US Democrat senators have recently introduced a bill through which they are going to make the social media giants or the social media platforms accountable for their actions, especially those actions which create real world havoc, with these terrorism activities which are going on around the world. So this is our conclusion over here. We would like your comments in the comment section below as to whose side would you be on in this Twitter versus the Indian government feud. Hey guys, hope you've liked our video, and if you have liked our video, please subscribe to our channel IntloQ and hit the bell icon for more notifications in the future. Thank you for watching.